Can there be happiness without sadness? Pleasure without pain? Peace without war?
Toastmaster of the evening, every Toastmaster, all my fellow Toastmasters and guests, a warm good evening to one and all.
Good evening.
For each and every heart, there is it is a fact of the world. When we just go back to centuries, we have been hearing a lot of rulers and whatever I should say, Mussolini, Hitler and all, they were conquering the world, but where are they now? Did they really survive for a long time? No. It was some sort of momentum they had, some sort of very short period of time they had. In the same way, even in our life, when we all go through sadness in our life, but that sadness is for something good only. That's what I believe. When we have a victory, never ever think this is going to be there forever. Never. It is not going to be there forever. I'm sure. When you have a victory today, one simple example I will try to say. Very recently, you all know, most of the Indians, those who know the violinist, I forgot his name. Balabaskar. He lost his life in an accident. The sad part was, he was looking for an event to be taken place in Karnataka, Mangalore, and the poster was published, everything was done. But the accident took place almost 7 to 10 days before the event. But the organizers, they didn't cancel the event. What they did is, they just replaced one image. Instead of Balabaskar, they put another violinist. That was a sad moment. That means, don't think that you are going to be there forever. Don't think that you are the one who is going to lead the entire world, or you are going to be the face of everyone. No. If you are not there, someone else is there to replace you. That is the fact. Finally, here I conclude. For each and every sadness, there is some happy moments. For each height you go, there is some level and self dip is going to be there. Whenever you are having some dips, never think that I am going to die. No, you are going to conquer the world. Over to you.
Okay, give only one chance, one person.
No, I am not calling
Not
it. Enough. 65, 75, 85. Let us see what expedient topic you will get. Anybody is counting expedient? When you close your eyes, what do you see? When you close your eyes, what do you see?
Hi, good evening everybody. Every time I close my eyes, I see a dream. The dream is about the betterment of my children. I'm a mother of 4 children, so obviously for a mother, children come first. So I have 4 kids, like I said, and then my eldest son is diagnosed with an autistic spectrum. So every time I close my eyes, usually the things that are very close to you, something that affects you the most, become very close to you. I have 4 kids, all of them are doing well except my first son. He has the spectrum. Although he's doing very well at school, every time I close my eyes, I just think that Jonathan should have a better future. He must be recognized just like the other children of the world, and he must have a normal life. This is what I always feel. So every time I close my eyes, I think the best for my children, and I feel that my son should have all the opportunities that a normal child would have in this world, and this world should be a friend to him. Mentor him in every stage. Thankfully so far, we've had good teachers for him, good mentors, good shower teachers, good physicians, and everyone else. So I'm dreaming for a better world for me.
Any other B? Oh, B. Later. And the C? D? E? F? G? Okay, I'm like a kindergarten boy. H? I, J, K, K. Uh, 65, 75, 91. 75. So the experience topic is, what do you love most about yourself? What do you love most about yourself?
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, on stage for the table topic. And dear guests, a warm good evening to one another.
Good evening.
What do you love about myself?
Yeah.
This is the topic of my today's table topic. Okay. What I love about myself is helping others. Help in whatever way it is, whether it's financially or academically or even if it is a small help or big help, whatever it is, helping others is what gives happiness to me. So I have helped a lot to my family, my sisters, my brothers. I was the one who are privileged to have a good education, good career in my family. Though we are 7 members in my family, I was the one to go to the college first and get a good job. So I was able to financially help each and everyone in my family, and this part I like very much, and I continue to do in my life throughout. Thank you so much.
Any other thing?
When you confuse the numbers and all this, you stop it.
Otherwise you think I have selected something difficult for you. So you are choosing the topic. 65, 91, 106.
65.
Let us see what is the expedient topic you are giving. Who do you think stands between you and happiness? Who do you think stands between you and happiness?
Toastmaster of the evening, table topics master, fellow members, good evening once again. Happiness is nothing but a perception, as our Toastmaster just said. And there is only one, just one, to stand between you and your happiness. That is nobody else but me. So it's very clear to perceive something as happy or sad. It's my own choice. There could be events, tragic events which happen in your life, which you need to be sad about. But again, time will cure everything. And you need to prepare yourself to accept the realities and move forward. So it is purely up to the individual to convert your moments of sadness to moments of happiness and to really enjoy the moments of happiness. So other than you, nobody else can stop you from being happy. Back to you.
What is your experience? Number 91, 106 and 112.
112.
How do you define success? How do you define success?
Toastmasters of the evening, table topics master, fellow members and guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
Success is a tricky word. For me, success would be if I'm able to lead my team, if I'm able to have everybody on board and achieve an objective. If I'm only happy with my own success only, I think that would be being selfish. And I would not consider that as an achievement. For me, success would mean making my family successful, making my colleagues in the office working with me as a team successful. So that would be the definition for me as success. Of course, every individual has his own target, own objective, own goal, for which they work very hard, and once they achieve that, it is also success. But is only your success more important? Is it only your success that matters? For me, I don't think so. I think if I can change people around me, make those who are weak strong, work on their weaknesses, on their strengths, and make them a different person, a more stronger person, a more successful person, I think that is a better definition of success. For me, overall success, as I said before, for the whole team, for all those people around me, I would call that a real, well-rounded success over the years.
Any other big? Great. You can choose between 91, 106 and 126. 91. What one thing have you not done that you really want to do? What one thing that have you not done that you really want to do?
So, good evening, Manada. What one thing that I have not done is like I failed in entering into a Ranji. Maybe some of you know, like it's a cricket tournament, Ranji. So I was a good cricketer. So where I failed in Division 2 because of some lack of influence, lack of money. At that time, like 2013 years, I could not able to make into the Division 4 I cleared, 3 I could not able to clear because of lack of influence, lack of money. That time our coach he asked for 1 lakh. So at that time 1 lakh it was too much for me. So I gave up cricket. That was my last day that I played cricket. Whenever I go to stadium and I watch cricket, I miss like I want at least one day I have to make it. Still I'm trying, still I'm like, after coming in UAE, I just went to a Dubai stadium to watch Asia Cricket Cup. So that time I watched, I can really make it. If I get a chance, definitely I can make it. So that was the one thing that I wanted to make it. I still have that belief in me. I'll try hard. And if I get an opportunity, definitely I will make it.
Riyaz, for you 106, 126, 155. Which number you told me? 126. 126. What would your priceless MasterCard style commercial be? What would your priceless MasterCard style commercial? So it is difficult, I'll give another one. You choose another one. 150. 155. Do you see to believe or believe to see? Do you see to believe or believe to see? Okay?
So, my topics, do you believe to see or see to believe? So it's happening like that. So when I see the things, then only sometimes I can believe that. For example, so in case of the goat, we cannot think about that. The goat, we cannot see that. It's in the field. The goat means we can say that the goat is there. We cannot see that. It's one of the field, right? The goat is there somewhere. So sometimes, somebody telling that sometimes we cannot believe that. So somehow we want to go there and see the things, then only we can believe the things. Okay?
We have time. So 177, 195, 212. What are your top 3 priorities? What are your top 3 priorities?
Dear Toastmasters, distinguished guest, favorite topics master, good evening once again.
Good evening.
So the top 3 priorities currently, my 3 priorities are: first one, to give a good education to my son, because our future lies on our children. So if we give them good education, good values, we teach them good values, and to make them stand on their own feet, that is the best thing which we can do. And it will, in the future, it will be helpful for us. Another priority is my business, to earn good business, because currently the business is not good. So I am trying to make good is the second priority. And the third priority is to build a better home in my country, so that the rest of the, so that it will be once we settle in India, we can be peaceful in the. Thank you.
Yeah, we could get it done.
What's the best decision you have ever made? What is the best decision you have ever made, apart from joining Toastmasters?
Topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and just good evening.
Good evening.
When I hear the word decision, the first and best thing what come to my mind is again education. Most of my decisions are linked to that education. As one of my colleagues said, what are your three priorities? For him also the first thing was education. My parents were not that educated, but they decided our children should not be like that, so they gave the best education to their children, surpassing all hurdles. Same thing. I also took the same decision. I need to educate myself and I need to educate my children. For that, I started earning after getting a medium level of education. I took multiple decisions which are not even favorable to my personal life, my family life. I pursued multiple higher educations and achieved multiple professional levels. And now, I was sparing my family, they are more close to my heart than others and you. I was sparing them only because I took a decision. My son, who is more closer to my heart, let him go and pursue a better education by sparing me for the time being. It's heartbreaking to me, but that is the best decision what I took. That provide all other decisions in my life. What do you think?
I don't have that number. If you really want 200, no issue. I will give.
You put 200 in this gap after the dividend.
What motivates you to go to work each day? What motivates you to go to work each day?
I need to think. Table topic master, fellow members, guests, warm good evening once again.
Good evening.
The motivation is salary, all of you. But what we can do getting salary. So there are a lot of other things we can complete after getting the salary. So that is the motivation. Every day prompt me to go to my job. So this motivation started after completion of my education. Then walking the street here and there, but a lot of needs came. So to complete the needs, we need money. So for money, we need to do jobs or some other business. What is available? First resource is acquiring a job. Then is motivate better job. Then motivating better income. So move to other country where we can source more income. Finally, I reached here. Whenever I took a job, I want to complete that one. That is another motivation. Nobody will accuse me. You did not complete this job. You did not that complete that job. So I will be there till the completion of the job. So if the job is not completed, come back. I will be there till completion of job. So to motivate, maybe evening I sit 10 o'clock also sit. That is also motivation. Complete the job. That means kind of workaholic. So ultimately, the motivation is coming from me. The energy is me. All to you.
So I got a red light for each. I am winding up. Going to see it.
Thank you, Team Rajesh, and all the participants for making this evening wonderful with this good topics and good talks. Next, let's have the diagnose report on your topic session. Team.
That's for sure. So the first topic speaker, Toastmaster Ashraf took 2 minutes 23 seconds. Second speaker, Madam Toastmaster Anne took 1 minute 6 seconds. Third speaker, Madam Toastmaster Janila took 1 minute 20 seconds. Fourth speaker, Toastmaster John Thomas took 1 minute 16 seconds. Fifth speaker, Toastmaster Surendra took 1 minute 47 seconds. Sixth speaker, Toastmaster Prem, our guest, took 1 minute 14 seconds. Seventh speaker, Toastmaster and guest Riaz took 57 seconds. The last Toastmaster Sharmas took 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Vivek took 1 minute 2 minutes 17 seconds. And last, myself took 2 minutes 7 seconds. All except Toastmaster Riaz qualified forward.
Thank you, Team, for the report. So now we move on to the other reports. Report by Wordmaster and Grammarian. Theo Sharwas.
Dear Toastmasters, I am just good evening once again. This word expedient was used by Toastmaster Ashraf one time, and Toastmaster Rajesh used 6 times. The speaker didn't use this word and nobody else used. Nobody else used, I didn't use. And no. So, and regarding the grammar, one mistake I used to notice on most meetings is when the timer mentioned the timing rules. Is mentioning that the red light will be kept on until the speaker is finished. This I have noticed many times. Either you should say the speech is finished, or you should say the speaker finishes his speech. So this is prominent mistake made by many typers, not only today's timer. And another mistake, Toastmaster John Thomas told one sentence, nobody else to stand between you and your happiness. So, it is nobody else who stands between you and your happiness. It is me. The mistake is that he told you and your happiness. So it should be it is you, not it's me. Right? That is things which I noticed. Otherwise, one more mistake was Rajesh used the word expedient many times, but that is grammatically wrong. He used not in the proper place. Used?
Yes, the next report will be by Ark on the purpose arch.
I bring one and all. We don't have much sales and all because most of the people are prepared well, but still, PM Ashraf, then things like that came many times, things like that. And when we come to our guest, so was there friendly. There were area director also, said all given, and Shanavas. You are the one who gave me the most number of and ums were there for almost 8 times, then were there 5 to 6 times. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiyush. Giving us report. Next session is guest session. So we plan to have our guests one by one to give a short impression on today's meeting. So may start. Only the yes, only start. Good or bad you felt about this impression?
So, this is the first time I'm attending that sort of Olympic So I feel that I need to improve. So when you speaking, you people are here, I feel that I need to at least read the things. When I'm talking to them, I'm not getting the words. So I'm thinking that when you're speaking, I'm also want to speak like that. So today onwards that I'm planning to do the reading, and the next onwards I will try to speak more and more. Sure. Thank you. I'm getting the confidence.
Are you interested to join?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so like
Good evening again. A little bit confused about this still. So I would like to attend one more session on next alternative Monday. So then it's good to be here. So I think it's a good platform to improve communication. It's a good platform to improve my confidence level. It's a good platform to improve everything. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Supreme. The next session is presenting the awards. So I request our president to come on stage. So that first speech is Dean Rashi.
I guess. Any guess for the regular method?
Next, first evaluation, PM John Thomas. And
It's for the TME to present the awards, not normally. It's not. It's your.
For the friend.
the next table topic is PM Ashraf.
I'm just taking one minute. Just taking 1 minute. Only 1 minute. Okay. Just to let you know that I can see some new faces, that's right. We have another platform for our children connected to this Toastmasters Club. It's called the RES Club. We are conducting the same thing in Mussafah. You don't know. Children between 12 to 7 years. Same format we are conducting on Saturdays morning 9 to 11. Currently it is in Malayali Samaj. So anyone interested, if you know someone or your children, we can send over there same way, and we can see more energy, enthusiasm as well as performance on the stage, and best platform similar to this where you can send your kids.
Children age?
12 to 18.
12 to 18.
Yes. It means
Then also-
7th grade to
Then also you can
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 onwards they can join, but
Yeah. So if they will be too childish if the other younger ones come. So normally we encourage
12 to 18.
to. Okay. Continue.
Now is the report by General Evaluator. So I invite Ian Puranwal for the General Evaluation.
Toastmaster evening, area director, fellow members, respected guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
Today's meeting started at 8:15, so I think we still need to work hard to get started on time. The other thing which we all noticed was that the attendance was rather poor, and I think it would be expedient to use a buddy calling list. What do you feel? I think that's important. The other thing what happened today was that there were 3 cancellations. 3 speeches were cancelled at the last minute. Is there any way to avoid this? I think we've got to think about it. Otherwise, few announcements by President. 2 announcements were not very good news for us. 2 of our ex-com members meeting. One of the announcements was good, which was the newsletter that's coming very soon. I think that's a very good thing that's going to happen to the club. And then, of course, congratulations to our Toastmasters staff for achieving the leadership. As usual, Sergeant at Arms was very active in getting things organized. Before we came, we had everything in place, so a round of applause for him as well. And then among the other role players, a special mention should be given to our timer, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for giving accurate timing. And for the speech itself, Toastmaster Rashid gave a very wonderful speech. He told us today what's the difference between a tourist and a traveler, which I didn't know. And he himself has been experiencing as a traveler. He actually took us around with him about his experiences as a traveler. So this was a very good speech. And he taught us about the 4 things that's important when you want to experience as a traveler. I think one is food, the other is the culture, the other is travel by bus, and one is, these are the 4 things which he taught us, I think. And face, yeah, first one was face. So, if you want to be a traveler, I think you have to follow these things. So this was a very educative speech for us. It was very well done. Evaluation by Toastmaster John Thomas, as usual, is my favorite evaluator. It was a very thorough evaluation, and he does not miss much, I think. He did dissect the speech perfectly, and the feedback was very appropriate. So I always enjoy that as the feedback. Part of the evening, what was the Sanskrit word was Inam Da Mama, right? Idam Mama. This is, I think, don't waste. I think that was something which was thought-provoking for all of us. About the other role players, Word Master Grammarian. He really hit us, the word with a lot of humor. I think his evaluation and his thorough attentiveness showed today by pointing out some of the mistakes in the grammar of some of our senior Toastmasters also. This is very educated. And I think the selection of the word expedient, although it was a very good word but very difficult to use, but unfortunately it wasn't used too much. And I think we should have used it more. Our counter Toastmaster staff gave a very good feedback about the many times we use the filler words. This is very helpful to all of us. I think we should keep trying to reduce using these filler words more often. Even some of our senior Toastmasters also use it. I think that was good feedback from him. And last but not the least, before I go into the Toastmaster, the name table topics. At the last minute, our senior Toastmaster Raj got into the role of the table topics master, but the way he conducted it was, I think, very, very good. But surprisingly, I think today's table topic, most of the speakers, the standard of speech was very high. I think. It was very, very interesting. So I think all of the speakers, including me, should get a round of applause for today. I think that's what made the whole session very interesting today. I think the table topic. That's why we didn't realize that the time had flown so fast. It's almost 10 o'clock now. Last but not the least, we must give a round of applause to our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster staff. I just consider a very brave person because the way the meeting started, in the initial phase, I think it was very scary because there were not many members. But the way he conducted the meeting, and mind you, today was his first role as Toastmaster of the evening. But the way he conducted it was like a veteran Toastmaster of the evening. You know? So I think he definitely needs another round of applause for the way he conducted it. I would like to mention especially about the theme of the meeting, perception. It was a brain teaser for all of us because it really made us think, and I think for some of us it may have gone over the head also because it really made us think about what it actually meant. But there are a few things I would like to mention here is I think the way the slides were prepared, I think maybe you could reduce the words a bit more because I think there were too many words there which like it takes time for the audience to read all. It can create confusion. So there's one little bit of suggestion I can give you. Otherwise, I think it was a wonderful theme also, which was very interesting. Over and above all this, I think the meeting went very well. I think you all enjoyed it, and I would like to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster for that particular evaluation. Now, before I hand over the person, let me thank you all once again. I have to regret on that, our agenda had to be totally changed, and it was an unavoidable situation that many of our participants had to change their they couldn't attend. So, but glad that most of our Toastmasters rose to the occasion and took made the occasion a bit very joyous evening. So I thank you all. Then I would like to hand over the control to the President. He will call off for the next meeting and also for attending the meeting. Thank you.
Good evening once again. So for the next meeting, who can be the Toastmaster of the evening? That's the first priority we have to select now itself. So who can be our existing members? Toastmaster Rashid?
No, I have one more.
One more project. Toastmaster already one. You have remaining. Toastmaster Tarun, can you be Toastmaster of the evening if you are not preparing for the speeches? Okay, thank you. Then project speeches. Shanawaz project number? 8.
Pathways project 3.
Pathways. Then advance 4. Advance. Advance 4. SAP. Complete. Student, turn up.
Level 2, project 1.
Another three features are there.
Pathway, your pathway. Pathway. Level 2. Level 2, project 1.
Yeah. Must be
Yeah.
from
I will give you one project. But I want to add classes.
This we don't know, ma'am.
Is
You
there
can download it. You can go to the site and you can download it.
Your name is registered?
not from here?
Other?
She will be joining here.
Yeah.
You need to join as a dual member.
Yeah.
New member.
Dual membership.
Dual member.
Because after the project,
That
you will
person
upload.
that will not be carrying.
Because otherwise, there is something called dual membership. You can be a member of both the clubs.
But if you want to discuss even there,
Because anyway we will not be going there.
yeah,
So I have to register second member. For that, what is the format?
Yeah, that we will discuss later. So, yeah. So what is your project level?
First pathway is for.
after one is the icebreaker.
Yeah.
Icebreaker.
That is not good.
Same icebreaker.
Anybody else? You want to? You don't join?
She was form.
Form, okay. So there is 5 projects now. Shanawaz, Turandrai, Toastmaster Rashid, Toastmaster Ashraf, and Toastmaster Jamila. So don't be cancelled. Last moment. So this is my request.
Everybody is busy at home.
Okay.
Okay, there is some other member that will be later.
Other
And evaluators. So,
Yeah, tabletop is you can decide now. Tabletop is.
tabletop master. Who can contact advertise tabletop master?
Sure.
So
Who was?
So we will.
Ashraf Mohammed. So that's all. Remaining votes will be decided later. So I think the session was enjoyed. Beginning we frustrated, changing that road riders. Finally, we success. We achieved the success. That is what Toastmasters. There is one important thing. So our division is going to conduct a debate contest. So our club also going to participate. The next session we will conduct.
with the 5 speakers and
Tabletop can be about.
State your exam.
Session. When is the contest?
It's not declared.
Not declared, right?
We will get any information.
at least half an hour required. Half an hour.
When is the contest?
When the
You can after the next meeting.
just 2 sessions we can conduct a debate. And only will be able to contest with the
Points for participants.
That we can discuss through the group.
Yeah.
We need to decide whether this meeting we are going to conduct debate or not. Because it will take minimum 1 hour.
debate session.
Half an hour.
Then we cannot.
Half an hour we can manage after.
It will take 45 minutes. Half minutes of the debate session. So we need to check the debate rules, the timing of the debate. Accordingly, we can conduct the timing. There are a lot of rules are there. 30 to 14 pages are there. The rule page.
You think all will be interested for debate or we can have those which is half an hour. Isn't it done?
First, anyway, it is in the groups, the debate rules. So we have just go through that one. What is the rules, timing, and after that we can decide.
So this is a regional contest.
We can follow the same, I think it's a road action. So we are actually You can follow the same activity road for there will be a contact. Follow the same road, don't change any contact.
Already should be shared.
So that is all today's meeting.